Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charlie, and welcome to Corruption 2029. This is by Bearded Ladies, makers of Mutant Year Zero, and you're going to see a lot of similarities between this and Mutant Year Zero. This takes place in a not-so-distant future, it's a tactical strategy game. If you're familiar with XCOM, you'll know about turn-based tactics. You may have also seen Broken Lines recently that has some turn-based elements to it, but this one is strictly turn-based. So we take our full turn, they take their full turn, etc. Very similar to the way XCOM and, of course, Mutant Year Zero went. The story is going to be explained to us as we go, so I'm just going to go ahead and let that do it. And we're going to take a look at this. If you're interested in more information about it, you can find the game on the Epic Game Store, and it goes into early access on Monday, February 17th. Hopefully this video finds you before that, because, well, they're sending me this. Thank you very much, Bearded Ladies, by the way, for sending this to me. They're sending this to me right before my vacation, so I'm trying to rush this out. So we got easy, medium, and hard. This is supposedly a very challenging tactics game, and Mutant Year Zero definitely had some challenge to it at the hardest difficulties. Until we get a feel for the differences between this game a little bit, we're going to go with medium. Recommended difficulty for people who have some experience with tactical games. Enemies deal greater damage, and units will only recover 50% of their health after combat. Let us begin! Of course, if you like this video, you can help me out greatly by sharing the video with your friends, hitting the like button, and dropping a comment. It'll really help me out, especially with previewing a brand new game. In the near future, a second American Civil War breaks out between two factions, the NAC, the New American Council, and the UPA, United Peoples of America. Misinformation and propaganda blur the truth and feeds the hate between the two factions. Technology has turned soldiers into living machines. They are completely remotely controlled. These units have little left of their humanity. Fire it up. Let's go. So we're basically communicating with drones. They're not actually soldiers this time around, it looks like. A bit of a meta, them being remotely controlled, and here we are playing the game, remotely controlling them. Wink, wink. That's pretty nice. It's a good touch. So we connect to Unit 06E678RF, unit inoperative. Unit 09H737TE, overriding BIOS, restarting system. There we go. Got ourselves a soldier. Awesome. Now, just like Mutant Year Zero.
This is Mission Navigator EOS. I need you to close all other comms and remain on this channel. Your priority should be to locate any surviving crew members and link them to the squad. Sending some rough coordinates to get you started.
So just like Mutant Year Zero, moving the mouse also moves the camera. We have the free roam outside of combat, and then turn-based in combat, which is, I always loved that, how they did that in Mutant Year Zero, so that's good.
I'm very sorry, Commander. This unit is too badly injured. They won't make it. Medevac is coming.
So we're here to find a survivor, and we have one right here. So let's go and meet up with them. I'm just going to keep an eye out for opportunities to loot anything, because I am a loot whore, as you know. There's no ability to jump over things, but if you hold shift, you can sprint. If you hit the left mouse button, you can go into like this hidden mode, kind of cloaking yourself almost, which is kind of nifty. And then right mouse button has interactive elements to it too, like interacting with cover. So let's hit E to link the unit up, and they join our squad.
That's one unit linked to the squad.
They'll just follow us. We can hit tab to switch between units, so if I'd rather control this one, I can. Unlike Mutant Year Zero, at least so far, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of, I want to say, unique personality between the two units yet, because they're just robots. So hopefully that kind of thing gets differentiated, because that's one of the things I really loved about that game, was the different characters and how they sort of, well, they were different characters. They weren't all the same. So let's head this way. I mean, granted, this is very early development, very early access, and
Heads up, Commander.
this is a preview build.
A small number of NAC troops. They seem to be grouped around one of our units. Proceed with caution.
Okay, so there's a group of enemies. We can hit this to enter our sneak mode, which allows us to move closer, which is very nice. We want to do that. It lets us get right up in here, which is good. We're going to go ahead and hide here. And hidden. To help plan a perfect ambush, you can split up and hide your units. Hidden units cannot be seen by the enemy units and will remain hidden until activated. So now we have... That red light was pretty bright. So I'm hidden. I can sneak up to here. And as I get closer, the noise I'm making by moving also increases their detection radius. So that squad beta NAC protector, if I was not in my stealth mode right now and I recall and start moving around, my ambush would be ruined. But since I have the opportunity to ambush this guy, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to do it with... let's do it with you. We're going to hit spacebar. Now, spacebar enters us into tactical combat. Combat is turn-based. Each unit in your squad gets 2 action points per turn. Same as XCOM, same as Mutant Year Zero. I'm going to refer to Mutant Year Zero as MYZ, I think, from now on, or just Mutant, because it takes a long time to say Mutant Year Zero. Some actions will end your turn once used. This is shown in the action bar when the action is selected. So, right now I'm hiding, and we have we got the drop on this guy, right? We've not been spotted. Now, if I choose and say, actually, you know, I'd rather not ambush at this time, I can simply ignore it, and I don't have to do it right now. But if I choose to open fire, it will alert them. So, activating the unit will engage it in combat. Let's activate. And I can go ahead and shoot. He's out of cover, and he's standing in the open within good weapon range. It's 100% to hit. I don't have to worry about RNG screwing me here. Go. So he's gone. My weapon does 4 damage base, 5 damage if I crit. And you're also going to notice that we're kind of ready to rock here. Let's regroup.
Follow me.
We don't have to deal with...
And maybe you won't end up like your friend.
Here we go.
Quickly, snuff him out. Our orders didn't include anything about prisoners. Run out of talk. You fucking traitor. You think you're better than us? That you're some sort of hero? Mindlessly following orders that have been pumped into your head? You damn terrorist!
Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna move around to here. We're gonna hide and ambush these two now. We got 2 extra enemies to deal with. And using cover during combat is essential. Yep. Low cover grants a 25% defensive bonus, while full cover grants a 75%. This is very flat percentages. It's very consistent. You don't have to deal with like the 83% that you'd get in XCOM. You have a 100% to hit as a baseline when you're in weapon range and they're out in the open. And if they're in cover, you reduce it by flat percentages. There's still a random number generator and RNG system within it, but it's a little more straightforward, a little more simpler than the intricacies that happen within our XCOM campaigns on Twitch and stuff. So let's hit this. Flanking a cover position will cancel its defensive bonus. So you want to look to flank as much as possible. Before you move, check your covers. A red cover indicator will indicate that an enemy is currently able to flank this position. This is very different. In most of the turn-based games I've had so far, if you are flanked currently, it will show red, but it doesn't show you if an enemy is capable of flanking you. This one will show you if you're capable of being flanked. So when you move into a cover position, you can feel confident that, at least for that turn, you can't be flanked. It will tell you that. Okay, let's activate. And if we're gonna go ahead and shoot here, it's 75%. Mostly, I think that has to do with the range. We're getting penalized for the range. So there's a chance we miss here. Now, I could move around and decide not to do this if I wanted to. Whoops. I could instead just decide to move if I wanted to. I don't know if that is going to reveal us or not. I don't think so. Because I can't see his sight radius anymore. So, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take the shot. 75% is pretty good. Now, what I could do also is I could activate both of these units. And if I go and activate both of them, I could go Overwatch here instead on this one.
Holding position.
And then now that I'm Overwatching here, I can take the shot at this guy. If I hit this guy, he will probably move, and then I get the Overwatch shot on him. That's part of the ambush. Go. So we'll take him out. The other one is alerted. He's going to move. And then we get the Overwatch shot here. And now he's done. That's part of the ambush. So there we go. Both enemies taken out. Simple. Okay, so I want to regroup.
Link up.
And I want to recall, get you out of here. Okay, good. And let's go ahead and take ourselves out of stealth so we can move a little bit faster and link up with this unit.
Excellent. That's the last surviving unit. Checking the status of our VTOL. The dropship was destroyed upon impact. All ordnance carried on board has also been lost. Scanning the area for alternative transport.
Okay, a rescued unit has a silent weapon. Silent weapons can be used while sneaking to kill isolated enemies without being heard. This is very similar to Dux's little crossbow that he had when he started the game. His weapon was silent. He wanted to kill things in ambushes on single isolated units with a silent weapon instead of using one that made noise. Make sure your silent weapon can deal enough damage to kill the enemy. If the enemy survives your attack, they will alert others. Okay, so I can see this one has the silence.
NAC Harpy in close vicinity, unarmed but heavily armored. So you should be able to bully through any flak. Sending coordinates.
You can see how my vision is slowly updated as I move. So I don't necessarily have this infinite vision, right? I can't just see everything all the time. So I'm just looking around for any possible loot. I don't know if there will be, but if there is, I don't want to miss it. I'm also wondering if the loot in this game has like a lot of great stories to it. Some of the items you find in MYZ, man, it's so funny. Like, you find an iPod and it's, I don't remember all the specifics of it, but I just remember the items they had like these theories of what the old humans used to use them for, and it was never accurate. It was always comically inaccurate. Okay, so we're gonna look for this. We're gonna travel this way. Travel to the next location, yes. So the maps aren't seamless. There is a loading screen still. Okay, they opted to keep that.
Fortunately for us, the Harpy appears to be loosely guarded. Most likely the remainder of the response team.
Let's head forward this way. The maps are beautiful, though. Graphically, they're beautiful. Let's hit the med kit here. And we'll pick that up. And, okay, med kits are found in the combat zone and can be used during combat to heal damage. You can also use med kits outside of combat in the loadout screen. Is there a loadout screen? How would I get the loadout screen? Okay, so on the keyboard, we get squad upgrades. We can see all this stuff. Loud kills, silent kills. There's statistics on each soldier. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's really great. The big question I will have as a person who plays this as a streamer and has an audience is, can I ever rename these soldiers? Because I would love to be able to rename them if I can. It's probably not in the cards. You couldn't do that with the last game, but those characters, again, had unique character to them, and I don't know if these guys will. So far, I don't know about that, so, because they're all robots. Let's get a little bit quieter here as we're approaching a blind spot through these walls. Okay, read the note.
You are free to approach your objective however you like. Use sneak to scope out objectives and look for weak points, or use brute force to attempt to overpower the enemy.
Yep. Let's read the note. It says, moving to the city. I never thought I'd be saying this, but President Ford is right. The UPA are monsters, and they are coming to take it all from us hard-working Americans. I've been living here my whole life, didn't want to move to the big city, but now those terrorist assholes are driving us further and further towards the capital. I hope the house is still there when we return. So this is going to, like, slowly reveal to us the history of the world and what happened here and stuff through the eyes of those who lived it. Let's move forward here. Now we have some enemies up ahead.
I thought. Did you get through to them?
Nope. But that's nothing new. Those idiots are up at the motel running jammers. Probably got the frequencies screwed up again.
Yeah. Those guys don't give a shit about anybody out here. At least they aren't the ones setting up the weapon. Or we'd all be toast.
Let's see.
That's straight.
So we can set up distractions if we want to bring enemies closer to us. That's an option. I'm going to go ahead and hide you and split you up and get you to sit over here just to hang out for a bit. I'm going to take you. You're not the one with the silent weapon. I'm going to take you maybe kind of into here. Looks like there's two of them. We need to pull one of them away so we can take them out individually. So let's set you up right here. And then Mr. Silenced. You know what? Actually, I think the Silenced is going to go here. What's the range on this, I wonder? I wonder what the range is on this. Let's go this way. We don't want to stand in the light. We want to sabotage the radio. Okay, so he's coming back this way just to say hi to us. And what we'd like to do is use this guy to kill the isolated target. So I'm going to move in real quick here. I'm trying to ambush. Here we go. So I'm not in cover yet, and that's if I move, it's going to trigger combat. But since I have a silent weapon and the chances to hit is 100%, I'm going to stay right here and fire the weapon from where I am. This is a silenced weapon. And because of that, and because this guy's out of vision, he couldn't see me do that. So now I've got this to do. Okay, so we've got these two guys here. Let's hide you right here. Let's move you up a little bit. I don't really want to make a habit necessarily of using these guys all individually all the time, but this is going to work. So we'll hide you here. I'm going to recall you, bring you over in a position that's more suited for this ambush. Can I get around this truck? Yeah, let's get all the way over here. I'm going to be on this side. I think he's probably going to go to that driver's side door, right? So let's get you hidden right here. And then we'll recall you and have you sabotage the truck. We've got you over here on this side in case of wanting to go up and ambush somewhere else. So can we sabotage this radio, or is that not possible with this vehicle? This vehicle doesn't look like it's possible. Is there any other way to distract them? Let's see. Get a scope of the land here too. We got another guy over there on that truck. We might want to take that guy out first. All right, let's hide here for... Whoops, not there. Not there. Let's hide here for reinforcement. We'll take Mr. Silenced, head over here. It looks like this guy's alone. So since he's alone, I could just take him out right here, where we are. Yeah, he's alone. All right, let's activate here. We got a 75% to shoot here, but if we do hit, it'll kill. It missed. Okay. Enemy heard us. We're gonna go ahead and activate on this side too. And let's take a look and see what our options are now that we're spotted. I think I probably want to activate everybody here. We can go brute force. That 75% maybe wasn't the best shot. Could have moved a little bit closer and might have had 100%. So that's something to take note of later. We can't quite get to that cover spot, unfortunately. This will be 100% to hit, though, from this spot. But it will make noise, and we'll be out in the open. That'll be 75. This will be 75. But I'm thinking if I shoot from here, it's flanked here, but it's not flanked over there. This is 75. Maybe I just shoot him here. I'm gonna move here. Wolf was caught sneaking. I know. Shoot 75. This will make noise. This will make noise. Everyone will react. Now they're probably gonna go that way, since that's the one they see. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I don't think I'm spotted yet, am I? Executing this action might take you out of sneak mode. Yeah. Well, that's gonna have to be fine. 75 to shoot that shot. Is that a sprint? Oh, that's why it's a sprint. why don't we... It's a 50% there, 75 here in the open. If I can shoot this... See, this is the guy I really got to take out. He's got a lot of health. But I can't get here, unfortunately, without... So we're too spread out this time. This is a 50%. I don't want to take a 50%. But if I load the Overwatch, I might get that shot. Let's sprint. Let's get all the way... Let's get over to our guys here. Or at least closer to them. We'll go here.
Got it.
I'm going right in front of the truck.
Terrorists!
Okay, he's calling for backup. Looks like.
Position.
Great. Let's see if we can overpower him
Bring it
then.
on 'em.
Do I have any grenades? I wonder if I have grenades.
Location held.
So take 100% when you can, basically, is the lesson to be learned here. So this is 75 based on distance. If I was here, it would be 100. Yep. I can slide over and overwatch this guy. If he tries to move, there's no chance to hit, but if he moves, I can pin him down. Let's see what we're dealing with over here. Looks like we're gonna have to reload. Does that use up all my actions for the turn?
I'm out.
No, I can move and shoot. So this is out of range. So there's, whoops. I keep hitting escape to try to get out of this because it feels natural, but you really have to select them. Okay, so I reloaded. Is that free? No. No, it's not free. Let's overwatch here.
Defending.
See if he moves. We'll take and get to cover here. This is 75 to hit. Seems good, man. We'll move into... Now, this one's in Overwatch, so he'll shoot at me. They're both in Overwatch, so maybe not. You can take the 50 here, or we can Overwatch them on the movement. I'm going to Overwatch their movements here. I'm going to slide you over,
Got that.
and we'll Overwatch this guy over here.
Holding position.
Take that shot. It's a miss. Crap. That sucks, but all right. They're moving closer. It doesn't look like I have any grenades. It's very unfortunate. There, we take this guy out. That's nice. Okay, so we're only dealing with 2 enemies, I think. Let's have you sprint, if you can, please. Get you into the action over to here.
On it.
Let's get you into the fight. We can take high cover here on this side, overwatch any movement towards us. Sounds okay. We'll try that. Take the overwatch on this.
Holding position.
And then this high cover, we need to move back here so that we're in high cover. We want him to move, right? We're looking for him to move and us to shoot him while he moves into us. So I'm going to take and overwatch him here too.
Guarding.
If he moves into us, we should do some pretty substantial damage. There's one shot. Still missing. Wow, man. Overwatches. I wonder what the penalty is on Overwatch shots. Does it say? Just says unit will automatically shoot at a moving enemy. It doesn't actually say what the penalty is. I assume it's pretty high considering we haven't hit that. This is a 50% to shoot. Maybe we can hit it. 50-50.
Roger.
Move a little bit closer on the 50-50 shot. I'll take the 50. Okay, missed him again. Jesus. All right, we can back up. I want to regroup to where our guys are together. Oh, wow, why? Really? You guys can hit me, but I can't hit you. Great, I love it. Let's overwatch in place here.
Defending area.
And we'll move back. I want to get grouped up. So
Roger.
we're overwatching their movements right now. That shot. Thank you for finally hitting it. Appreciate it.
Monitoring location.
Okay, he's in half cover now. That's good for us. They're both in half cover. That's good for us. That's 25% to hit. Oh, my range is bad. I got bad range. Okay, hang on. 50%. We could take it. Give it a shot. See what happens. Missed. Okay. We can overwatch you. Unless you have an okay chance to hit. You have to reload though, don't you? Yes.
Reload.
Okay, reload you. You're not moving. So it's another 50. We'll try this. Thank you.
Got it.
Good job. And then we'll overwatch you
Position held.
on any movement. Wow, still no shots on that. Okay, good. Is he in Overwatch? He's not. So let's move in just a little bit. I'd rather not do that with the one that has less health, though. See, this is, it's showing white, which stands for not flankable, but that seems very flankable. Like, there's definitely a way he can flank me here, so I'm gonna head. Everything's out of range. I'm gonna blitz you forward. And then let's have you head on to... I don't want you out of your cover. You're going to stay in Overwatch. Let's see what he does. See what he chooses to do. He can't shoot us unless he moves forward. He's Overwatching in place now. We can work on a flank. No line of sight, no line of fire, no line of fire. I'm wondering if this triggers Overwatch. I kind of want to see how the Overwatch system works here. There's no line of sight here, so if I move to a tile that has it, is that when Overwatch triggers? This will definitely trigger the Overwatch there. I'm gonna move. There's not really a reason to move, honestly. Like, if there's no turns, as far as limits go, he has to come to us to shoot us. There's really no reason to move to him.
Covering area.
But now he's constantly covering us, and I'm pretty sure moving in here is gonna draw fire.
Got it.
Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna work on a flank with you. We'll keep you. No chance to hit. Wow.
Covering area.
Still no chance to hit.
Holding position.
He's probably just gonna move back and forth here for a bit. So when he's over there, we'll move on this side. Not with you. With you. When he's over there, we'll move on this side. And try to work on getting Overwatches and stuff with him on a flank. I don't think there's any other enemies around here, so this is gonna only reduce chances to hit by 25%, but it's really locking in an Overwatch. And that's what I'm hoping to do here. I want to, not an Overwatch. It's really locking in a flank. I want to be able to flank him next turn. So it looks to me like we're going to be able to do that now. I'm going to move a little bit closer with you.
Roger.
And then we're going to get an Overwatch here.
Covering.
And an Overwatch here. Yes.
Covering area.
He moves this way. He says, oh, look there's a guy on top of me. And you're totally boned now. Okay, we're going to move. He's shot this turn, so he didn't flank, which means I should be able to get like right here and take out pretty much all of his health. No chance to hit from here? Why? What? That's weird. Okay. I don't believe it, but all right. So it looks like I'm gonna have to get really close here. What's your weapon do? Is that 6 damage? Is that what it does? No, that's 6 health. How much damage does your weapon do to me, I wonder? I wish I had grenades. Because now I have to stand in the open to hit this guy. I'd really rather not do that. But the movement is so bad. Like, that's not a lot. I can't get here, which is where I really wanted to be. So I think do we get really aggressive here and just charge him? I think maybe we do. I don't know how much damage he can do, but if I crit, he'll be left alive with 1. No chance to hit anywhere, man. It's this car. This car sucks. All right, let's get in there. I'm going to put a lot of pressure on him here.
Affirmative.
I'm going to get right in here and get a whole bunch of pressure on him. And then I'm going to force your hand. I'm going to make you shoot either me in the open or you're going to move over and shoot the other guy. But either way, you're going to get shot. So we're going to have some damage here, but I'm going to force his hand on it. 2 HP left. And then if he wants to move, great. But I don't see him wanting to do that. And I'll just Overwatch from here. I don't think he's going to want to get out of his flanked position. Oh, he is. There's my Overwatch, which misses. Damn it. That was the whole point. That Overwatch was the whole point, man. It's It's like it's just impossible to hit people on Overwatch, it seems. That's a 50% because of what? Range? Can I get 100 here? I can. Move in. Go. Take him out. Okay. The Liquidator, who is apparently impossible to hit on Overwatches.
Secured. I will update you from inside the Harpy.
Great. Configure grenade. Config grenade. Pick up configurable grenade. What is that, I wonder? Upgrades. Config grenades are found in the combat zone and can be thrown during combat. Config grenades can be configured to perform different effects before they are thrown by pressing something. By pressing. The effects available depend on the squad upgrades you have unlocked by completing missions. Okay. Let's see. How much health does everybody have? So you two are down at half. We have med pack. I'd like to use one if I can. What's the process in that? Is it 1? Is it hitting 1? No. Do I hit this? Medkit. Oh, use medkit. There we go. But that's the only medkit we have. Okay, so Wolf is going to be wounded for a bit until we find another medkit. Let's check out this little... Check out this. NAC Harpy. Board the Harpy. Is that what we're supposed to do? Let's loot the place for any more stuff. Maybe we're missing some stuff. Overall, I think we engaged that pretty well. Got unlucky on the Overwatches, but I don't know what the chances to hit on Overwatch are, so... There doesn't seem to be any percentages as far as I could tell, but maybe I'm just not paying attention. I'm going to head back this way just to take a look. Okay, nothing. Let's hold shift here. We can get a bit of a sprint. There's a red body here. Is that... Can we loot that? Or... I don't think you can loot bodies, right? No, we can hide in there, though. Okay. I don't see any med packs, so... I guess we'll, yeah, I guess we'll just head in here. Mission complete! Good. Requesting mission data. Status okay. Main objectives: locate crash survivors, and we didn't have any bonus objectives this time around. But augmented leap, active implant. Whilst having an almost unlimited battery life, the maximum strength of an augmented limbs is purposely limited to prevent injury to the unit and to avoid unnecessary wear on the equipment. This module briefly overrides the leg limiters, which allows for a single superhuman leap. Reward: unit is able to leap a giant distance while also knock back enemies. Interesting. APIG-75 incendiary grenade. Grants the ability for the squad to convert regular explosive grenades into anti-personnel incendiaries. When thrown against a hard surface, a localized spread of napalm is produced, which sticks to all surfaces it comes into contact with. We get 2 fire damage over 2 turns. Okay then. Awesome. Let's see what kind of
I am patching directly into the Harpy's onboard computer.
Story we have.
Operation data incoming. Five hours ago, an NAC communique was intercepted, which highlighted the activation of a weapon of mass destruction. Codename Savior. The exact location of this site is unknown. We believe that this weapon is to be used in a retaliatory strike against the UPA. Your mission is to locate and secure Savior at any cost.
Cool. Okay.
These are your current available missions. The UPA will authorize implant usage depending on mission performance.
Ooh.
If you are feeling like you really want to stick it to the NAC, you can try to earn some medals.
Interesting. Medals, okay. Kinetic active implant, kinetic barrier. That's pretty cool. Throw an area effect shield that lasts for 1 turn. Okay, cool. Satellite images show that a large-scale communication jamming array has been built at the Shady Oaks Motel. In theory, the array can be used by the enemy to scramble our messages. Needless to say, this could affect our advance upon savior. To disable the jammers, your squad will need to find and hack the system's master terminal, which will be located inside one of the buildings. Okay, that's a nifty little thing. Bonus reward, passive implant. First generation optical implant, which improves the range of weapons held by the unit. Increases weapon range by 25%. Okay, cool. And then medals, complete main objectives, and, at Shetty Hook's Motel, kill 7 enemy units in 1 tactical round. Wow. Kill 7 enemy units using Boyo Max 15. During the entire mission, use a maximum of 1 tactical round. Okay, interesting. So, we can try to group them up and then use the 1 tactical round, kill 7 with that, hopefully, and maybe that will tick both of these. That's pretty cool. It gives you this extra challenge. In addition to making this the successful mission, you're encouraged to do things within little areas here if you want medals, and at least tells you what the medals are ahead of time, thankfully.
This is where you can assign weapons and implants. Each unit can carry up to 2 weapons into the field. They can be given up to 3 active implants in any combination you like. Squad stats and passive implant data is also displayed here.
Nifty. Okay, so we can outfit the squad this way, learn who they are and all that stuff. They get implant slots, and you can give one of your soldiers one of the implants. I don't know if you can take the implant out and give it to someone else later. I don't know that. But, I mean, that's something we can discover over time, I guess. And, yeah, one of them has a silenced weapon. You can change all the weapon loadouts and everything on the screen here. And then drop zones.
This screen shows our current knowledge of NAC territory. You can choose your landing site and view NAC intel. Be advised, you cannot change the squad's loadout during an active mission.
All right, so this gives me all of the wonderful, like, little tactical. This kind of serves as sort of the replacement to the base camp in MYZ, which I kind of like. It looks like we can also choose some of these, and we can just drop in and just wander the map if we want to. So that's kind of cool. We could go directly to the mission if we'd like to, go right to the missions and loadouts and all that stuff. But we just drop in and we basically walk over to these certain checkpoints and figure it out. So that sounds nifty. I think that sounds cool. If you like this game, please let me know in the comments down below. I got a vacation to do, so this is the only video I'm going to post for this game for this weekend. But if you like the game, you can check it out on the Epic Game Store. Link in the description down below. It's going to be going to early access on Monday, February 17th. And if you choose to get yourself in on that early access and use the link in the description, you're also helping to support me at the same time. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been Corruption 2029. Take care. We'll see ya. Bye.